We're back with Chef Jason Rosso from the Distillery Restaurant Group. How you doing, Jason?
I'm doing excellent, thanks.
What are you going to be doing?
I'm going to do 3 courses for you today. First course we're going to do is a Quebec foie gras turnover with ice wine braised apples and short dough with a ground cherry gastrique.
Why don't we call over Raymond here, Mr. Smiley, to come over there and give us a hand put this together.
Okay, perfect. Raymond, do you want to grab me the foie gras and the pastry dough from the fridge?
Sure.
So I'm going to take a little slice of the foie gras right here.
And it also has a noble history, right?
It does, right back to the Egyptian times.
So food of the pharaohs.
Absolutely. So we're going to take a little bit of the apples, place it down in the center here. Now this is a bit bigger of a sheet than we need because obviously we don't have that much foie gras. So you got about a tablespoon and a half there of the apple stew. Then we're going to put a bit of the, be careful here, she's starting to melt.
The heat.
A little bit of the foie gras on top. All right, so we're going to rub a little bit of egg wash down the sides. And the reason why we do that is we want to seal the pastry, okay? Because if it doesn't seal, the foie gras fat's going to leak out, and that's the whole best part of the dish gone.
That's it.
Yeah. So the next course we're going to do is it's a very classical way of cooking. It's called en cocotte, or in a dish, basically.
In you go there, girl.
All right, so we've got the rissoles root vegetables in here. We're going to put some garlic cloves in here as well. I'm going to put more garlic in here.
Yeah.
All right. A little bit of whole thyme. Okay, like that. And then we've got quails here.
You've already split them. So it's just simply cut them down the back. You've removed some of the breastbone, I say.
Yeah, we've taken off the wing bone, just because it's not necessarily an appetizing piece to look at. You want to leave this in. I mean, it's a bit of a classical thing to leave in this piece. So that's pretty much the dish. Like I said, it's straightforward, and a little bit of thyme and a little bit of black pepper. All right, like that. And now what I've got here is dark chicken stock. So you can see how thick that is.
Oh, that's gorgeous. And the intensity of flavor, I can see it's going to be really hit you.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff going on in this dish, which is kind of cool. It's really going to take your palate to a different level.
So what do you think, Chef?
I mean, the cuts are really nice. The great thing with the corn-fed beef, as you can see, is a lot of marbling in the tenderloin. That's
the fat.
Yeah, the fat lines, which add where all the flavor comes from. A lot of other tenderloins, like Western tenderloins or even some American tenderloins, don't have such fat marbling as, say, a corn-fed does. This is a big cow, so it's going to have, obviously, eating a lot of corn.
Yeah.
So these should actually be really good tenderloins, a lot of flavor in there. Still be very, very tender, being tenderloins, but with the fat in there, it'll impart a whole different sort of flavor again. We're just going to take the beef, and we're going to take a little bit of grapeseed oil on there.
Do you want me to add anything else to this?
We're going to let that come down just a little bit more. We want a little bit thicker consistency. We're going to put a little salt, a little black pepper. That's pretty much all you ever really need to put on your beef.
Yeah.
We'll flip it over. A bit more salt here. I'm not going to use a paper on this one because I want the pan to get really hot in the oven. So normally the paper is actually acts as a diffuser between the meat and the actual steel. So I'm going to leave it sitting straight on there. And the reason for that is I need the pan to get super hot, and it's going to sort of act just like a frying pan, basically, caramelizing the top side of that beef tenderloin.
Getting back to this Mary Chef oven, is it a microwave? Is it...
The Mary Chef actually works on 3 cooking principles: conventional heat, convection heat, and I don't like to use the word microwave technology, but it is microwave technology, but in a different way that we're sort of familiar with as a society, in the fact that regular microwave cooking cooks food molecules.
Yeah.
The technology in the Mary Chef, which has been developed again just in the last couple of years, actually agitates food molecules. So they don't actually cook, they cause themselves just to cook the meat around them as well.
Okay.
This week, Jason is using the power of Garland's Mary Chef oven to make a Quebec foie gras turnover and a poached quail en cocotte. Let's get back to the kitchen with Tony and Jason.
And now for the yummy part here with Jason Rosso from the distillery. Jason, it's quick, it's fast, and it's fabulous. Like I couldn't believe the times on this thing.
Yeah, we did a lot of stuff today very quickly. Beat a lot of conventional cooking times. Challenged ourselves, I think, with a lot of sort of obscure cooking methods, all done in one oven. Pretty amazing stuff.
Jason,
thank you.
Fabulous.
Thank you.
And it was really nice just to showcase what technology is doing in the kitchen today.
Yes, yeah, that's what I'm moving forward to.
Until next week, see you.
TV.